So let me ask you a question. What do you think of when I say the word funny? Funny. People use it a lot. They use it to describe something that makes them laugh, makes them weirded out. But what do you think of when I say the word funny? Maybe you think of a clown juggling and then falling over. It's quite comical. Or maybe you think of a well-timed original joke being told and making you laugh. Or maybe you don't think of either of those two things and you think of a person. A person in your life, a person you know, a person you look up to, who you think is funny. Maybe that's a friend, maybe it's someone in your family. Maybe you've got an uncle that likes to crack jokes. He's funny, right? No. He's not funny. Anything you came up with in your mind to describe the word funny, it's wrong. I'm sorry, it's just wrong. Factually, you are wrong. Your opinion, well, is wrong. Unless you thought of one man, and you don't even know his first name. You do know his title, and you do know his last name. Mr. Barton. Now, if you don't know who Mr. Barton is, he's a light in my life. He was a light in my life. He's a YouTube channel who uploaded some videos, and they were funny. And Mr. Barton is funny. But he needs our help. The last 4 months, Mr. Barton radio silence. He answers comments on his latest video, but nothing else. Me and a friend who do research into Mr. Barton's whereabouts have learned that he resides currently in a ditch somewhere in the world. His only way of communicating with the outside world is when a bus passes nearby and he can connect to the Wi-Fi to post a comment, to post a reply. He doesn't beg for help, he doesn't ask to be praised, he simply says hello to the children. And I think that's important. He's very humble. But a humble man is still stuck and he needs our help. We need to bring Mr. Barton back to reality. We need to restore him. We need to find out where he is. We need to get him out of the ditch. We'll give him some Wi-Fi and he can start making some videos again. Now, I've asked my research associate to give a few words about Mr. Barton and everything that he's done for her in her life, and I'll put that up on screen just right now. So I'm here with my research associate, Professor Zadok. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, can you just tell us a few things about how you discovered Mr. Barton, how he's impacted your life, and the philosophical journey that you've been on ever since discovering him?
Yeah, so I was introduced to him by a good friend a few months ago, and he is honestly the funniest YouTuber that I've ever come across, and his story is just so incredibly impactful. And this is a devastating situation because, as you know, he is stuck down a ditch. He hasn't uploaded for 4 entire months, and his fans are just desperate for more content. So we've been researching the situation, and we've narrowed down his location to somewhere in the USA. So basically we're just going to have to search the entire country, looking in every ditch, doing our best to find him. We won't stop until we find him, and we need this funding to help us with our journey.
Yeah, we've asked the university which we work for some funding. They've denied it because they are haters of the Mr. Barton fan club, and I think that's truly atrocious. But with the public's health and taxpayer money, we can turn this around. We can bring back Mr. B.
Yes, so as you can see, we have an image of him on the screen here. So if you happen to see a man who looks like this in a ditch in the USA, please report it, we'd be very grateful. But please do not report it to the police because they might arrest him. If you see this man, please just send an email to bringbackbarton@gmail.com. That is bringbackbarton@gmail.com. As I said, we are all desperate to have him back so that he is able to continue telling his story on YouTube. It's just incredibly heart-touching, and we just all really need to know how it's going to pan out. If you would like to see this story and see how it continues, if we find him, please contribute to the GoFundMe to help us find him, please. If you would like to see the story, there is a link to his YouTube channel in the description, so please subscribe. We need to get his subscriber count up.
Thank you very much, Professor. It's been good having you.
Thank you.
So as you can see, quite an impassioned cry for help to find Mr. Barton, and we're going to need your assistance. We cannot do it alone. We need your help. We've set up a GoFundMe and a change.org page to find Mr. Barton. The change.org page, we need 100,000 signatures to reach our goal. We'll get the government to declare Mr. Barton a national treasure of whatever country he resides in. And the GoFundMe is to fund the research expedition into finding Mr. Barton and setting him back on the straight and narrow. Now, both links to these will be in the description. Whatever you can give more. Bring Mr. Barton back to YouTube. His link will obviously be in the description as well. Check him out, subscribe, show support for Mr. Barton, because he's funny. And I think you'll find him funny too.